And Pakistan cries wolf after Rajnath Singh's stunner. Cornered Pakistan attempts to preach. In fact, Pakistan won't admit terror backing after Rajnath Singh's interview stings Pakistan. So Pakistan has now reacted to Rajnath Singh's statement, saying, "Ghar mein ghus ke marenge if terrorists try to flee to Pakistan." Remember, in an exclusive interview to News18, Rajnath Singh had said that India won't spare any terrorist. Even if they try to flee to Pakistan, India will enter Pakistan to kill those terrorists. And now Pakistan has reacted to the remark made by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. CNN News18's Aman Sharma is now joining us on this story. Aman, so Pakistan clearly has now reacted to Rajnath Singh's comment, but Pakistan won't admit that it backs terror.
Exactly, Anjali. And if you look at the response of Pakistan, it's on the same expected lines that, how can you breach our boundaries? How can you breach our sovereignty? Come and attack citizens on our soil, come and kill citizens on our soil. And this will not be tolerated, and the international community should look at it. But what Pakistan does not answer is that if 20 terrorists indeed have been killed on Pakistani soil by Indian agencies, as the Guardian article is claiming, why is Pakistan harboring these terrorists on its soil? Pakistan has always kept this line that we do not harbor terrorism, we do not harbor terrorists on our soil. In fact, it has repeatedly denied the presence of terrorists on its soil who are plotting these terror attacks against India. So when it comes to that, Pakistan does not admit that. And so when these strikes are carried out, that is why India is saying that, if you don't have terrorists on your soil, then why are you complaining and who is being killed? Incidentally, India, the foreign ministry has completely denied any involvement in any such action, and the explicit denial had come in the story which has been carried by the Guardian, which claims that 20 terrorists have been killed in Pakistan by India through covert operations. But the statements which are coming from the Prime Minister and latest from the Defence Minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh, to News18 in the interview yesterday, Mr. Rajnath Singh has been very clear that, if any terrorist will try to disturb India from our neighboring country and do terror acts here, we will give a befitting answer. If that terrorist does a terror act here and runs away to Pakistan, we will enter Pakistan and hum ghus ke marenge. That is the line given by Rajnath Singh. We will kill him in Pakistan. And it is on this statement that Pakistan's reaction is now coming. Obviously, India will say that this further exposes Pakistan, because Pakistan is now admitting in a way that people have been killed on its side of the border. And are these terrorists or not? Does Pakistan actually own up their terrorist credentials or not, is something that the international community should also wake up to. That is what India's stand is. Of course, there is no evidence to link India to these killings. But when it comes to, this is election season and India is heading into an election season, and we now see the Prime Minister, Anjali, speaking from all forums. He's already spoken twice on this issue in the last 3 days on 2 rallies in Rajasthan as well as in Bihar, when the Prime Minister said that the earlier governments, be it the Congress governments, he was referring to the 26/11 strikes, that when those big terror attacks happened, India went all the way to US to complain about Pakistan but did not take any action itself. But his government in the last 10 years has changed the dynamics of how to handle cross-border terrorism, and now the government is upfront, the government is very, very aggressive. And Mr. Rajnath Singh also saying that Pakistan now knows that India will react, and this is perhaps the biggest deterrent to terror strikes on Indian soil.
All right, Aman, please stay with us. We also have Akash Sharma and Abhishek Jha with us on the story. Akash, coming to you first. Pakistan has also claimed that India resorts to hateful rhetoric to, fuel nationalistic, hyper-nationalistic sentiments.
Yes, and this is not the first time, Anjali. You see, this is not the first time when they have said things like such. And in fact, I want to highlight this particular point. In fact, we had a word with several experts, and they say that as far as India is concerned, so we don't believe in, carrying out any sort of, killing or neutralizing terrorists in a way that Pakistan or in fact the international reports are talking about. But yes, as far as India and Indian armed forces are concerned, so we are transparent enough and we are capable of carrying out any sort of operation across the border. This is what happened in 2019 and 2016 as well. Also, as far as, interview with Rajnath Singh is concerned, so Rajnath Singh categorically mentioned about the new India that in fact Prime Minister Modi talks about, ghar mein ghus ke marna, is what India has capability of, and in fact it was very much shown during Balakot air strike. Now, this official response, is on expected lines, as I mentioned earlier, because this particular letter, in fact, the response from the Foreign Ministry of Pakistan is talking about 2019 action as an act of aggression. They are talking about their response to it. Also, they are talking about, in fact, claiming that they are someone who have demonstrated peace in the region. But the fact is that on several occasions, India has provided evidences that how there are several groups that are carrying out terrorist activities in the areas of Jammu and Kashmir. And not just once but several times, evidences have been provided to Pakistan, but they always deny any sort of involvement. India is very clear that as far as our willpower and capability is concerned, so we are on the lines where, in fact, Rajnath Singh has categorically mentioned that this is new India. Ghar mein ghus ke marna is what we have the capability of. But yes, we are transparent enough, and in fact, several experts have said that we are transparent and we believe in ethical things.
All right, Akash, please stay with us. We also have Abhishek Jha with us. Abhishek, so this attack from Pakistan against India comes even despite Pakistan itself being a safe haven for terrorists since so many years.
Well, now there is a clear jitter among Pakistan establishment, especially Pakistan's military, who have been harboring and sheltering terrorism for a very, very long time. Now, in the wake of recent, political turmoil that Pakistan has witnessed and its capability, which has reduced to be barely able to defend its borders, we have seen multiple attacks happening on Pakistan's security forces, and it has been dealing with a lot of issues on Afghan border and Iran border. Now, if the Indian borders are also much more formidably well defended, then the state policy of Pakistan that was, of course, proxy terrorism and sending the terrorists across the border for a very long time, that is something that is not going to happen. And this is what clearly Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has hinted, that now if there is a cross-border terrorism, then there is a clearly stated policy. There is no policy paralysis, and the forces have clear indication that they can do whatever it takes to defend Indian borders and to neutralize all the enemy elements, all the individuals who have been anti-India, who have a threat perception for the national security interests of India. So this is what Pakistan has been a bit worried about, and the latest reaction that has come from the Pakistani side clearly indicates the kind of restlessness that is there in Pakistan's establishment.
All right, Abhishek, please stay with us. Now, Network 18 Group Editor-in-Chief Rahul Joshi spoke with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh about the shocking claims which were made by The Guardian on anti-terror operations by India in Pakistan. This is what he had to say. Listen in.
कल ही जो है गार्डियन फॉरेन पब्लिकेशन है गार्डियन, उसमें एक आर्टिकल आया है. उसमें कहा है, उस आर्टिकल ने कहा है कि जो है भारत ने पाकिस्तान की धरती में 20 लोगों को, 20 इंडिविजुअल्स को, टेररिस्ट को जो है पिछले कुछ सालों में मारा है, उन्हीं की धरती में जाके मारा है. और जो है इस पर तमाम क्या कहते हैं, उन्होंने बहुत रिसर्च की है, बहुत लोगों से बात की है. ये पहले हम लोगों के बारे में कनाडा में भी बोला गया, यूएस में भी ये चर्चा हुई पहले, पर पाकिस्तान की ये नई चर्चा है, 20 लोग. तो इसको आप कैसे देखते हैं कि ये क्या, उस आर्टिकल में ये भी कहा है कि जो है भारत जो है केजीबी और मुसाद से जो है काफ़ी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड है, तो उनकी भी जो इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी है, रॉ वगैरह, इस तरीके का काम कर रही हैं. कोई स्लीपर सेल है यूएई में, उसने जो है इसमें उसका रोल रहा है. और 20 लोगों को, मतलब एक आध लोग नहीं, 20 टेररिस्ट को जो है हमने कुछ सालों में मारा है.
20 टेररिस्ट को मारा है?
हाँ जी, मतलब टेररिस्ट कह लीजिए, लोगों कह लीजिए, पर वहाँ उनकी धरती में मारा है.
कोई भी टेररिस्ट हमारे पड़ोसी देश से यदि भारत को डिस्टर्ब करने की कोशिश करेगा
जी,
यहाँ पर यदि आतंकवादी हरकतें करेगा तो उसका मुंह तोड़ जवाब देंगे. यदि वो भगकर पाकिस्तान में जाएगा तो पाकिस्तान में घुस कर मारेंगे.
तो ये बात आप मतलब कह रहे हैं, जो प्रधानमंत्री भी कह रहे हैं कि अब वो भारत नहीं रहा जो कि बगल में खड़े होकर तमाशा देखता रहेगा, घर में घुस कर मारेगा.
बिल्कुल, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो कहा है बिल्कुल सच कहा है, और यह ताकत है भारत की, और पाकिस्तान भी इसे समझने लगा है. वैसे भारत बराबर अपने पड़ोसी देशों के साथ अच्छे रिश्ते बनाकर रखना चाहता है, चाहे कोई भी हमारा पड़ोसी देश है. और आज देखा होगा आपने, पास्ट हिस्ट्री उठाकर देखिए कि आज तक न तो हमने दुनिया के किसी देश पर कभी आक्रमण किया है, अथवा आक्रमण की कोई पहल की हो, कभी नहीं किया.